That's a big brush.
We'll do a little experiment.
Let's talk about my time off.
I've been procrastinating it for so long, can you tell?
I got myself in a little pickle. What do we think? That's when you know it's time to start the vlog. Hi friends, how are ya? Good morning. Welcome back to the last vlog for a second. Surprise. I basically found out I get to take a surprise week off. If y'all didn't know, I'm in this contract where I post a certain number of videos a year, and I thought that I used all of my days off for my honeymoon, but I found out the contract restarts every August, and I technically can miss 3 more uploads before my year restarts in August, so I'm taking them. And so I'm gonna be dark on my channel for this next week. I'm gonna miss y'all. Oh shoot, did we put out the trash? I think we forgot to put out the trash, Max. I really need to wash my hair today. I had a pool day yesterday with some friends. By pool day, I mean, I like jumped in for a second and then sat in the shade, but my hair is, needs some washing. And I mentioned in the last vlog, that I bought like the $30 like blowout brush, basically. It's not a round brush, so I don't know how much of a blowout we'll get, but I want to try giving myself a blowout at home. We're going to a little event tonight, so I say we shower, we start the day, and we see what's possible. I've been kind of in my like hair experimentation era. Yesterday, last vlog, we got some really nice waves with a different technique that I tried, and today I want to try to get a little straight volume. I love you. I love you so much. I think the first step to try to get as like smooth and hydrated of hair as possible is a mask on the length. It's like a pre-shampoo mask. And I'm gonna be using this one from Prose. Prose is sponsoring today's video, which I love because whenever I get to work with them over here, they give me a link for half off of your first order, which is super generous of them. But if you watched my New York vlog back in March, that is where I learned so much more than I ever would have thought about them, because I got to go visit where they make all these products, and it's so cool because they are a fully hyper custom company. They basically look at over, I think it's 85 different things about you to create products specifically for you. The consultation takes a couple minutes, but I highly recommend doing it because it actually builds a product for you. It's so cool. I was kind of under the impression, like before I ever got to work with Prose, when I heard about them, I was like, they probably just have like a dozen or so different formulas on the shelf, and then they just match you with one and send you one, but it's not like that at all. They actually literally don't make your product until they get your results, and then it knows like this person needs like 2 drops of this smoothing whatever, and then they want detox, we're gonna add like 3.5 whatever of this charcoal whatever, like every single ingredient, and you can pick the scent too, which is really nice, and then your name is on every product, which is so cool. So step 1, I'm gonna put this in, I'm gonna let it sit for a minute, maybe while I change my sheets because I need to do that. And then I'm going to wash with my shampoo and conditioner, of course, duh. I was really struggling to find a conditioner that worked for my hair before I started using Prose, because they were either like not hydrating enough and my hair like would be so hard to brush through, or something about my hair type, if it was too heavy, no matter how much I washed it out, would just like clump together. And I'm here to vouch that when it's customized for you, it literally scientifically works better. The conditioner that they ended up creating for me based off of my hair type, my zip code, my goals, every single thing about me, is the perfect weight to where it's so hydrating in the shower. I can run my fingers through it so easily. And then it's hydrated throughout the day without having any amount of like heaviness, greasiness. It's been changing my life. All that to say, I love Prose. I love getting to work with Prose. I'm excited to try a new little hairstyle with them today. They gave me a link that I'm going to have in the description box, and with that link, you can take your custom consultation quiz online. Like I said, it takes a couple minutes, but it's so worth it. And then you'll get 50% off of your first order, which is so generous of them. I'm in 100%. I'm gonna change my sheets while we let this sit, and then we'll do a little experiment. For some reason I can only find one of our pillowcases. but that's okay. I'll just look for the other throughout the day. Okay, I've gotten ready for the day, called my mom, and I just unboxed this, and it's so much larger than I was expecting it to be. Like, the photos don't look that big. Look at it compared to my face. That's a big brush. And it is more round than I remembered. It looked like a little more flat, but it is kind of an oval. You know, I think I might use a regular hair dryer for my roots. That feels more productive. Okay, roots are, I don't know, 80 to 90% dry. 80, I guess. I'm gonna section off the bottom layer first, because this is what they do at the hair salon. I don't have a clip, I was looking for one. I'm gonna start with this bottom layer, and I'm gonna try to, let me think, curl it in and under. Oh, wait, that did something? That did something. Okay, I'm gonna keep on keeping on. Okay, honestly, I'm pretty impressed with these results so far. I'm gonna add a little bit of dry shampoo for the volume. And a little bit of the hair oil for smoothness. That's enough. That stuff lasts a lifetime because a little goes such a long way. What do we think?
I think I'm pretty pleased with the results. I just told Instagram, I filmed a little story that I feel like products are on lock. Technique, I was figuring it out towards the end. So I feel like with a few more practices with the round brush, I think I could maybe really lock in technique. So that was fun to try. Also, just blowouts are so expensive. There's sometimes something I like to treat myself to, like, I don't know, once to twice a year. Like I did it for my rehearsal dinner. I did it for my going away party. Yeah, just a couple times a year. But if I can like figure out that technique at home, that would be really great. So,
okay, I mentioned in the last vlog that something on my list to do eventually is organize my office closet. Now that we have the pool towel storage outside, I am taking that like wooden hutch to my office. We could do that at some point today. There's also a couple fun errands that I don't have to run, but could be fun to run. First off is this Saturday's floatfest. I mentioned that in the last vlog too. We're having ice cream floats and like pool floats and inviting friends over and watching a movie floating in the pool, and I'm calling it floatfest. So I could stand to go out and get a couple of supplies to kind of prepare for that, because I'll be in school all day tomorrow, and then we're having floatfest the next day. So that could be nice. Maybe we'll do like a little Trader Joe's run or something. I'd love to get fresh flowers for the house too. Another thing I really want to do, let me pull up some of these pictures. I would love to try to make some DIY art for our room, just as an attempt, knowing that it will probably not look good. I'll probably hate it. I just kind of want to give it an attempt, and I'll show you why. I've been really loving art lately that I'm like, I feel like I could do something like that. One is this is sold, so otherwise I would see what the price is and try to buy it to support this artist, but the artist is Bradley Baumkirchner, B-A-U-M Kirchner. It's just kind of like stripes and like kind of simple flowers, and I love how the handwriting around the edges aren't super perfect. You know, it's like a little bit messy and like a whimsical, youthful way. So I asked Jordy, do you want to attempt to collaborate on an art piece for our bedroom and just see what happens, knowing that like we'll probably hate it and not use it, but you don't know until you try. So I'd kind of like to go see, we don't have any like specialty art supply stores in Oceanside. We have like Hobby Lobby, Michael's, but not like a Blick or anything like that. So I don't really know what the canvas selection is and the paint selection, but maybe just go kind of suss out supplies and see if that project would be super expensive, because I would like a big canvas. And I know canvases aren't cheap. I think it'll take a few days, but on my break, that could be something fun. And then maybe I could surprise you guys when I come back as like how it turned out. Maybe document a little bit and throw it in a future vlog, but that could be fun. And then I feel like I had another possible errand. No, that's pretty much it. Floatfest stuff, art supply stuff. I think we knock out a little closet organizing. Oh, it's such a task. I've been procrastinating it for so long, can you tell? It's just, I don't even know what's in there. We should do it. We should do it and then reward ourselves with a couple of fun errands. Okay, I just know that if I at least put the cabinet in my office, then I'll be motivated to organize things a little bit, because here's the cabinet. Isn't she cute? Honestly, it's pretty cute back here too, if it didn't conflict with the color of my desk so much. I don't know, actually. What do you think? I could center it on this wall without the tape. I'm kind of curious just to see what that looks like. But it also kind of conflicts with that light. Ooh. I don't know. I think it feels a little cluttered with the couch, and when the couch is pulled out, you can't walk around to get into the bed. So I think I'm gonna try my initial plan first. And that would be, oh no, you can't even see how bad that is. I've also kind of just thrown donations into here, along with like backup extra PR and like my wedding box. I really don't want to do this right now. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I actually might need this printer for a floatfest planning activity. I want to like type out something cute and put it in a frame about how to make your own floats. So I'll keep this out for now. I just had a terrible thought. What if the cabinet doesn't even fit in here? It's kind of smaller in here than I remembered. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Oh no. Maybe not. Oh no, maybe not. Oh gosh. This is a bad idea. I've gotten it stuck. I think if I want to keep this, I have to have it out in the room. The thing is I don't want to center it on this wall. I'd want to push it further over this way. So I'd probably move this centered above it if I did that. I got myself in a little pickle. This is dumb. Recenter this photo. Girls get things done. And then style on top of it. I don't know, guys. I went ahead and just made this the donation station. I pulled all the things from my downstairs closet, and I'm eventually gonna have to go through and see which things to donate, which things to sell. These are all the pants that I had to remove from my closet from that Instagram reel / TikTok where I tried on every single pair of pants. Some of them are literally new with tags, which is so sad. So I feel like some of them I should sell, and then the rest I'll donate. So that's a later project. And eventually down the line, what I'd like to do with this, if it stays here, depending on anyone else's feedback, is do like one shelf all camera filming supplies, and then one shelf all just like backup product, PR, things I need to try out, that sort of thing. So that'll be a project in itself that I don't want to do unless I'm keeping that there. It's not bad. It's just in relation to this wood tone, I don't know. You guys let me know. Let's talk about my time off, my plans, my intentions, my thoughts, because I got some thoughts. Ooh.
First off, I'm really so excited. I took a much shorter Christmas break this year, knowing that I would be taking off for my honeymoon. And I really just assumed, the way I calculated the days in the year and the number of videos I planned to post, I really just assumed I used up all of my off days for the rest of this year. So finding out that I was wrong and could actually miss 3 more before August, it's kind of like PTO. It's not paid, but it's like time off that wouldn't roll over into next year. So I'm so excited to take advantage of it. And actually, when this video comes out, will be in the middle of my time off because I film my videos a week before they go live. I think my plans are to log off of Instagram and TikTok just to see what happens to my brain with a week of not scrolling. I don't know my brain really without scrolling. I mean, I was kind of offline a little bit for our honeymoon, but like I would still let myself check in and scroll every once in a while, but I actually want to do an experiment where I'm fully offline. Also, another intention of my week off is to not set an alarm and just see how much sleep my body wants whenever I'm not having to wake up and do something and go somewhere. We are leaving for 2 nights. I think I mentioned this in a different blog where we got a getaway cabin, a getaway home. They're like little tiny cabins outside of major cities. There's one in Big Bear, and we're gonna go for 2 nights. There's no Wi-Fi. They say we can't promise cell phone reception, and they have a lockbox that you can like lock your phone in. And I'm excited just to like hang out. So Jordy's gonna be coming with me to that, and then otherwise we'll be hosting floatfest, and I'll be hanging out here. I will have my last day of my current program of school, so that'll be fun as well. And I got a book. I don't know if this book is good or not, but I kind of want to. I used to read nutrition books nonstop, especially like right before college and then in college, since that's what I was studying in college, and I loved reading them. I don't think I've read a nutrition book since post-college, but I've heard good things about this one, and I'm excited to read it. It's called Ultra Processed People, The Science Behind Food That Isn't Food. And I'm just excited to read and kind of, I don't know, refresh my perspective on food, especially as I'm embarking on this culinary journey. And I think there's a lot of value in making food yourself from whole foods when possible. I'm just really excited this year. Prioritizing rest, honestly, for the next few years is something that is way high up on my list, especially in this phase of being dinks, dual income, no kids, and just kind of being able to dictate my schedule. I know I've talked about this before with y'all, and I feel like this surprise week off is just a little gift into diving further into rest, and I'm excited to see how I feel when I come back. I'll update you about if I felt any brain changes by not scrolling. It's actually gonna be longer than a week because I'm taking off tomorrow, Friday, all the way that weekend, that whole next week, and then maybe that following Monday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's gonna be 10 to 11 days off. And like I said, by off, I'll still probably be doing a couple hours of computer work a day, but way less output and input than normal for me. And I'll also keep y'all updated on the way my brain feels. I'll do a little experiment for all of us. I'm interested in the fact, side note, that the author of this book, he has a medical degree from Oxford and a PhD in molecular virology. And he is a practicing infectious disease doctor. And to have a doctor write a food-focused book is really interesting because I feel like a lot of times there is a little bit of a, I don't want to say tension between the medical community and then like dietitians, but I do think that's been changing a lot in recent years. So I think it's pretty cool that he's just like a practicing doctor and writing about this. And all the reviews say he's really witty too, which I think probably makes the book even more enjoyable to read. We love a little humor. Well, y'all want to run a couple just for fun errands? Hobby Lobby, see if they have canvases and like nice colored paints. And then, well, I guess oil paints. Most people kind of like mix their own colors, huh? This is how little I know about art. And then Trader Joe's, get a couple things for floatfest, some fresh flowers, and I need a couple more groceries for the week. Like I'd like to get some arugula, chicken sausage, things like that. Let's get out of the house for a second. I don't know if I've ever been to Hobby Lobby before, but this location looks massive. So I'm hoping that means they do have good canvas selection. We'll find out. Wow, this is an overwhelming experience. It's so huge here, but look, this is 36 by 48 and it's $36. I really thought that was gonna be like $100. They have it even bigger, 48 by 60. Dang, okay. I'm gonna see if they have paint before I grab that, but I feel like that's actually the size I'd kind of want to try. This store is like the size of a Costco. I'm intimidated because I can't find the price on anything, but since the oil's so small, I assume that that's a lot more expensive than acrylic. Here's some colors I found. Oops, there goes one that I like. They're all kind of like muted, but I also feel like I need a bold color to go with it. I got a gray and a white. I feel like I'm gonna need a lot of paint though, and these are all pretty small. I mean, like, these are bigger, but this brand is 40% off, so I'm trying to stick with this brand. I think people think since I'm buying this big canvas that I know what I'm doing. And there was a lady on the checkout line that was like asking me all about like my art, and I'm like, oh, I have no idea. I'm gonna just try and experiment, fully betting that I'm gonna hate the way it turns out. I just came home and Jordy's on TikTok Live, and I didn't even know TikTok Live was a thing, so I hopped on and said hi to everybody. But I never, I think I've gone live on like Instagram one time with Modern Fertility as like a collab thing. And then one time when there were squirrels in my walls during COVID and the squirrels finally came out of the walls. Those are the 2 times I've ever gone live on anything. Should I go live on something at some point? I don't know why it intimidates me so much, but maybe I should. That'd be kind of fun. These old flowers are like 3 weeks old and they're still pretty much hanging on. Like, it's almost a shame to throw them out, but they're starting to smell a little bit funky. Are these dahlias? What are these? Because these are great bang for your buck. I got all tulips this time. I thought there's gonna be peonies, but maybe peony season's already over. I know it goes till mid-June. It is mid-June. So that'd be crazy. That's so fast. Can I have a really, really like overly honest conversation with y'all while I prep these flowers? It goes hand in hand with kind of what I'm wanting to focus on during my week off. And I didn't say this earlier because, I don't know, it feels a little more vulnerable. But I just saw a comment pop up on my drive home when I was getting in the car at Trader Joe's. And it's basically exactly how I'm feeling. And the person was like, I hope this doesn't make you sad. And it doesn't make me sad. It is also how I'm feeling. And I know recently I asked in a like Q&A, it was the vlog where it was just a get ready with me chat about like how I'm feeling about things. I had said that I had been kind of restructuring vlogs lately to where I was prioritizing health and rest a little bit more. So vlogs to me have felt maybe a little more boring and like a little more real life. And was curious about how y'all felt about it. And a lot of your feedback was, oh, we like real life because we live real life. We want to see people live life similar to us, which is, you know, what I'm doing. I'm just living life. But this one comment is kind of exactly how I've been feeling. And so to see someone else feel the same way, I've been like, ugh. And it was basically that she feels bored with the vlogs recently, and that it feels more quantity instead of quality. And I totally have felt like that might be the case. And to be so honest, 3 YouTube videos a week is so much. For years is so much. My life has turned into more of the life I want, which is straight up boring. Like, I want a stable, chill, boring life where I go to the store, I pick out ingredients for dinner, I make dinner, I, go to the beach in the evenings with friends, all these simple joys. And to be honest, that makes boring content. Like, my content was probably so much more interesting when my life was so much more chaotic and when I was kind of struggling, when I was going through a lot of really hard things. And I've known that. I've known that for a long time, but I do kind of fear that I've made a mistake by entering into this deal. I don't have the capacity to make 3 vlogs a week that are like super insanely full of activity and of deep things. Like, I've been doing this for so many years that if I had like probably a logical schedule posting on YouTube, I would maybe do 1 vlog a week and then 1 like themed video a week. The Michelin Impossibles have been my kind of creative revival, but they absolutely flop. Like, they do not perform well, and I'm okay with that because that is kind of giving me like this spark, these are bad. All that to say, I kind of just want to do like a reassessment, a reset, a kind of soul searching little time to be intentional, because like like I said, I care very much about doing a good job. I care about bringing value to the lives of the people who watch my content and enjoy my content. I care about feeling proud about my work. I also care about having a healthy life. I really, really do want to have a healthy life. So it's a lot to just, it's weird. It's weird when sharing your life on the internet is your job, you know? And it's weird when you're also a type A person that cares about doing a good job. And that's another thing I'm hoping to have a little clarity on during my break. And that was just the longest chat. Yeah, those are some of my real feelings and thoughts. Anyways, I'm hoping to come back this next week and just feel like really confident in the types of things I want to put out moving forward. Oh, I found this type of popcorn at Trader Joe's. It looks so good. I wonder if it's gluten-free. Our popcorn bar is gonna be poppin'. And then these are not gluten-free, but I thought that those would be cute to put a little bowl of those out near the ice cream as well. Got some ice cream cones. We got a lot. We got a lot of good things. And then I got so much chicken sausage because this stuff lasts forever. But what I need to do is do a couple hours of work before we head out tonight. Especially because I'll be in school all day tomorrow. So I won't have as much time to get things done. But if we have enough time before my class tonight, I would love to try to make a little float sign and print it out and put it in a frame. I think that'd be really cute. It's a few hours later and I got so wrapped up in editing some things that now I'm officially running late to Pilates and I hate feeling like I'm running late. I am the type A person that like never runs late, but I also hate not getting all of my work done either. Let's just make Pilates and the event tonight one happy total montage all together. I have no idea what to expect for the event, but I'm very much looking forward to it. Just an excuse to go like downtown San Diego, you know, it's always fun. So I'll just end off on that. I want to say thanks again to Pros for sponsoring this video. I'll have my link down below to get 50% off your first subscription order. If you want to take the hair care consultation quiz, like I said, I definitely recommend it, but 50% off your first subscription order is a pretty good deal. So I'll have that linked. I love you. I gotta fill up my water bottle. We gotta go. We gotta get to class. Okay. So that one day I can be strong enough to open this without struggling.